This is RJ Hampton. I'm sitting with Jalen Suggs, my teammate and brother. This is the Young Person Basketball Podcast. And you know what? We're just going to get straight into it. Jalen, appreciate you being here, my guy. Always coming through for me. I want to start off with not a basic question, but something that I think is relevant to what we're talking about today. What do you think your biggest surprise was with your rookie season, whether that be on the court or off the court? Like, what do you think your biggest surprise was?
I think the biggest surprise was just how fast everything came, bro. Like, you go from just hooping, and that's all you do all day. You go to school,
Right.
You just kind of kick back. You go to a friend's house, do some homework, and chill to now, like, this is your job.
Yeah.
And now you're making sure my family, I moved all them down there. So, like, making sure their housing situation was straight.
Right.
Girls got to school, when they needed to and all that to start the year off. Plus having to go to work, and then hoop professionally. So I think all that built up real fast.
Right.
But
I mean, you look at it now, like you're about to be in year 2.
Yeah.
Feels like this.
Oh, it came.
I'm about to be
quick.
in year 3, and like I feel like
quick.
I feel like the draft was yesterday.
It came quick.
So that's a big thing for people that don't know. Me and Jalen have known each other for like
way back,
way back. Like before anyone I've known, probably in the NBA. Like
talking elementary school.
Like we've known each other that long. Actually, both of his sisters and my brother went to the same school this year. So like this is like family before we ever stepped on the Orlando Magic together. But I said like that it is overwhelming. Like it goes so fast that you're kind of like, hold on, like I'm in year 3, year 2. Like I feel like I barely played.
The days, I think the days like just started going together. Yeah, like you didn't know what day of the week.
100%. There's times in the year where I literally have to look at my mom or like my dad, like, yo, what day is it?
Yeah, 100%.
Like which day is it? Because
100%.
like everything is the same. Like 100%. Wake up, basketball, come home, basketball, go to sleep, same thing, repeat it, and it's like it's tough, but it's like the life that we've tried to build for ourselves. 100%. So no, that's a good thing for sure. Another question I got for you: what do you think? No, not what do you think. Who do you think is the toughest player that you've had to guard this year? Because you pride a lot of yourself on defense, and we all know that. So what do you think was one of the toughest matchups for you this year, personally?
I think it was different aspects. I think playing Jimmy Butler in Miami that first time was tough.
Remember that game?
Man, he just like the fouls that he creates. Like, he gets so
it's not even like he's like, how some players are like, it's not even he's like he's like searching, flailing or flopping. Yeah. Like 100%. He's just really good at creating contact.
Yeah, it's a fact.
So
that was I think that was up there. And then I think the one night that we played Atlanta, he got hot early. I think that's a different aspect of guarding, like with him and
Trey.
Clint. Yeah, so many screens are coming like, back to back all the time. And, you're trying to look for the screen plus guard so it don't pull up. So I think those two were the ones that kind of stood out throughout this year. But
right. Nah, this is one I wanted. I didn't get to ask this yet. Who was an NBA player that kind of put you in awe? Because I kind of had my awe moment like in my rookie year, and I think you probably had too. So who was that player for you?
This is easy. And like without a doubt, this is the craziest thing that's like ever happened to me on a basketball court. So when we played,
who are you talking to? Who are you talking about?
We played Brooklyn the first time, KD.
That one.
KD. This is ridiculous.
This story. Shout out, man, KD. That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
Cool people. Yeah. So we're playing Brooklyn. He gets a foul call. A bit softer. One of those superstar foul calls. And I go up to him. I'm like, they're like the refs getting the ball, whatever, to inbound it. I go up to KD. I walk past him. I'm like, damn, you get those type of calls? Like, like that's what you get. He looked at me like, straight like this. He said, "I'm God, Rook." He called himself God in the middle of the game.
God. I don't know if any of you guys know what that means, but when a person says they're God, that means they're really good at doing something. That's basketball.
I lost it. Like I was cracking up on the court.
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember that. I remember coming back to the bench and like everybody's like, yo, did he really say that?
Nah, like as soon as I couldn't wait to come back and tell y'all, bro. I swear it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But that was it for me, bro. KD said that. I was like, all right, I'm here.
No, KD's a different animal.
I'm here. And went on to score 30. What do you have, 30 on 10 for 11?
Yeah. He might have missed one shot the whole game.
Ridiculous.
So, hats off to him. What do you think that your biggest like Ricky hazing moment was, or not even Ricky hazing moment? When did you realize like I'm a rook. Like I'm starting from the bottom of the NBA like level, like the NBA ladder.
It's a blessing. First of all, it's a blessing I didn't have no Ricky Hazing like that. One time, I think we were in Canada for Toronto. Antoine told me to go to the grocery store and grab him some stuff and come back and give it to him. But like, it was really nothing major. Right. I think like everybody on the team being so young, like it was smooth. It was smooth. Franz really just had to carry the speaker around all year. That was easy though.
That was easy. Like, yeah. What do you think the worst hazing moment you've ever heard of was though?
I heard a story. And so it was after practice. I think it was the Mavs after practice. And they had like just finished up. And the vets took all the basketballs and they punted them up into the arena. Like deep. Like,
nah, he didn't make them go
like
get
all the way to the top. They made the rooks go get all the basketballs and bring them back down. Like, that's ridiculous.
No, I see.
Like, that's crazy. Like, you know how I would be after a whole practice hard, like you tired, and I'm ready to go get some treatment, ice, whatever, go back home, lay down. Nah, you got to go up and down all the bleachers and go get all the basketballs. That's crazy.
I actually have a crazy one. I remember I was in I was playing with the Nuggets. This is when I was like early rookie year. I was playing with the Nuggets, and we went to Cleveland. And usually, like, you know how like when we get off the bus, like our bags are delivered straight up to the room. So like for people who don't know, we fly on the private plane, we get off, we go on the bus, all our bags are already on there. And then when we get to the hotel, we just go up to our room and the bellmen deliver our bags to our room. They're like, ring the doorbell, open the door, get your bags. But for the MVP, Nikola Jokic, I guess that wasn't enough. So I remember we were in Cleveland once and it might have been like 5 inches, 4 inches of snow, like crazy. And I remember like literally like so tired, might have been 2 a.m., like just ready to get to my room, ready to get my bags delivered, and I get a text. And he was like, hey, RJ, I need you to bring my bags up to so-and-so room. And like, Nicole, like, I got a regular room. Nicola got a suite. So his room might not even be on the same floor as mine. 100%. So I'm lugging his bags through the snow, going up to whatever room he was in at the time and like giving it to him. Like, oh my gosh. But he did break me off a couple $100. So
I hear. So that's what I have heard for like all like the hate.
That made it good though.
The vets always take care of the
for sure. Or like if you gotta get some food, they might give you $200 for a $50 meal. You know, some stuff like that. So no, the hazing though sometimes can go too far. But
who are your vets in Denver? So you had Nikola, of course, but like.
My vets, like Gary, but he was traded with me. Monte Morris, PJ Dozier, those guys I really like connected to probably the most.
I wanna ask you a question though. I want to circle back because we were talking about like luggage and you get to the hotel and everything late at night. Talk about you and Mo. Because you and Mo went back and forth messing with each other's key cards. And, like, I'd see it all the time. And I'd see you grab his envelope.
I'll tell you how that works. So when you get to the hotel, like, you walk into the lobby or whatever, it's usually, like, it's usually super late at night. So no one's in the lobby. And there's the key cards for the players, the key cards for the staff, then, like, the front office trainers, whatever you want to call it. So, like, we would just have, like, there'd be times that Mo would piss me off that day, and I'd walk in before him and get his key card. And now he has to wait downstairs 15 minutes while it's 2 a.m. and we're all tired and to get his new key. So, I think those are the type of, like, hazing things that we all do because we're so young. Yeah. But there's been, like, a numerous amount of pranks that, I mean, there was a time that we were...
Y'all were going back and forth.
Like people had like I had to literally carry my paintball gun with me like in my car all the times just to make sure nothing happens. And that reminds me, Chuma, I don't know if I ever sent you the money for your car wash, but I am deeply sorry for paintballing your car.
That's crazy.
I paintballed his car.
Paintball the car is wild.
Yeah, but you know, me and Chuma have a great relationship, and you know, he never did anything back because he knows who the big general is.
So do you know who put the stink bombs in my car?
Nah, I don't know that.
That's crazy. You're lying through your teeth.
I'm not going to lie. Okay, so it was maybe about 3 weeks left in the season, and we all came to an agreement that, like, this is war. Like, whatever we're going to do, it's war. Like, everything goes, yada, yada, yada. So, if I'm being honest, Jalen.
That's crazy. Okay.
Listen,
that's crazy.
hold on, wait.
No. I'm about to get my lick back. I'm about to get my lick back.
You about to get your lick back? I haven't told you who did it.
I'm about to get my lick back. You didn't have to tell me.
Hold on.
I know you too well, bro.
Wait.
From the way you just said that.
Wait. I'm not going to lie. I did it, but I was assisted.
Of course you did. I know assisted. You did.
I was assisted, though. Hey, who do you think I was assisted by? That's the real question.
Markel. Bro,
I know. Snitch.
I'm going to get my league back on y'all.
I ain't no snitch.
Because y'all messed up the sting bomb, though. You didn't put it in right.
I didn't know how to do
exploded.
it. I didn't know how to do it at that time. But
my car was cooked.
Shorty would tell you, I got him at the crib right now. So
get my league back, bro.
You're not going to get nothing back.
What?
It was kind of funny because I did it and then I ran back inside and said, Jalen, I think someone put a stink bomb in your car.
But like that's the thing. It didn't even stink. It was just the stuff that's inside the thing, but it was everywhere.
Truma couldn't even drive his car without trying to gag for 3 days.
His was bad.
But Kel did him bad.
Yeah,
Kel did him dirty.
Y'all did put it in his refreshener though, or his his vent. Yeah, that's why it was bad.
Yeah. So why I put the stink bombs in Jalen's car, if people aren't, up to date on what I was talking about, we're all 20, 21, 22, 23. Like most older teams, like once in their free time, they're going home to their kids and their families. Like our free times, we spend messing with each other. That's just kind of what we do. It's not even like a hazing aspect. It's just kind of like, I'm bored today. Let me mess with Markel. I'm bored today. Let me mess with Wendell. So,
but everybody comes in with their days though. Like sometimes guys will come in and like, I'm not jacking it today.
Yeah. Like, sometimes it's like, yo, don't mess with me today.
And those are the worst. And when somebody's trying to message you on a day like that, that's the worst. That's when things get started for real.
I ain't gonna lie. The only I think the reason I paintball Chuma's car though is because he that day he really had pissed me off because
that's when you were late for your brother's game.
My brother had a basketball game and it was like 30 minutes away and Chuma took my keys and hid them. No, he took my phone. He took my phone and hid it, and I couldn't leave to go to my brother's basketball game. And I was like, that day I was like, you know what? Like I'm pissed. And like some days you have that, like some days, but like it comes with it. We all are messing with each other 24/7. Another question for you, Jalen. What do you think what's your best plane memory from this year? I have mine, like the best time you had on the plane this year. For people who don't know, our plane's not like a regular plane. Like it's not like you're just sitting at like you're in the seat. You don't have any leg room, and like person next to you is like sneezing and you're confused. Like this is like a great plane. So what is your best memory?
I got two. One, I don't know if this is the one you're gonna pick, but one was when what's it called? When Tim and this isn't even like one moment. It's like the whole time Tim was there.
Right, yeah. He made the plane fire.
Oh, my goodness. So Tim would get up. That was our vet. He came in during COVID. I think he had like 10 days.
Yeah.
And Tim would just walk up and down the plane the whole time.
Like he was like in the club. Like he would walk like he was like in the club. Like he had
would
his cup.
not sit down. And we always had the boombox. So the boombox is playing music. And Tim has his solo cup. And he's walking up and down the aisle, bro.
It was more just like a vibe.
Oh, yeah, bro. It's hilarious. So that, and then I think the time when we beat, I think it was Charlotte. And we got turned on the plane.
On the way back?
Yes. And the music was bumping. We had the speaker on full blast playing all the
Shout
hits.
out to Miss Tammy for never saying anything to us.
Oh, no, not at all.
Miss Tammy, if y'all guys don't know, she's like our flight attendant / like team mom.
She's the GOAT.
And she never says anything to us when we have our music blasting or we're acting crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that was a great time.
That was easily the best time.
I have a video of that somewhere on my phone.
Oh, no, 100%. I think it's the best too because our music selection is so top tier.
I play the music.
It's so top tier.
And if people want to know, I am the team DJ. He gives me that.
Yeah, you got DJ. Great playlist. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, that's a great art.
Any function you guys want to have, hit me up. I do it for about $50 an hour.
That's a great art.
But yeah.
Nah, what was the one you were gonna go with though?
That was one I was gonna go with.
That one.
That one's one I was gonna go with.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the plane, like we try to have like our assigned seats, for each other, just out of like common courtesy. So like the way our plane is set up, though, right? So it's one table, and then there's 4 seats at that table, and then there's a bunch of other just random plane seats are kind of around the table, but they're like not the little plane seats, like the big, comfy chair plane seats for everybody else. So at our table, it's me, you, Mo, and Wendell, and then around us is the rest of the team. So. How did that go for you this year? Did we tell you like this is where you sat, or like you just found an open seat? I knew where my seat was because from the year before.
Yeah. So I remember you saying that you sat in the table. It was before we were going to our first preseason game, and It was in Boston. So I remember you saying like, yeah, my seat is at the table. You put in the group chat. My seat is at the corner of the table, front of the plane. Like, don't take my seat, blah, blah, blah. Right. And everybody else starts putting theirs in the group chat. And like, I have no idea where I'm sitting.
Right.
So like, and at that point, like, Summer League, I had met some of the guys. Like, I met Markel, obviously. You know, I saw Moe.
But you weren't as close as you are.
But I wasn't,
now.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't close to him as I was with like you.
Yeah.
So my mindset is like, okay, I got to get to the plane early. Right. So I get there, I sit in my seat so that if somebody comes and has to like take mine, then I got other options I can go to. So I remember I get there quick, boom, I pull up, get out, walk on the plane. I'm like, all right, this is his seat. I'm gonna just take this one right here next to him. And I sat down, and they were like, this was an MCW seat last year, and he wasn't traveling. So I think that's how I got blessed with it.
Yeah, he wasn't traveling.
That's how I got blessed with it because MCW was hurt. Yeah,
he was hurt.
So I sat there, and I think came on like 2 trips, but then the 2 trips he came on, he wasn't even tripping off it. So
he just
so
you got lucky with that.
I did get lucky with that because I was worried about that.
Yeah,
I was really worried about that because now it was perfect because I was in the mix. I was in the middle of everything.
Yeah, you're always in the mix.
I was in the middle of every conversation.
I was like in the mix, but like if I didn't want to be in the mix, I just put my head on the window.
Yeah. Nah, I was right in it. I think that was the best part. I heard every conversation. Like someone was talking, it was always directed like right towards that table or that front.
Right.
So yeah, I got blessed with that seat. Shout out MC Dub.
What do you think your favorite team group chat moment was? Like in the group chat, something that was said. It's a hard one, though. I don't know.
That's a hard question. I think we got some good ones. I think, like, one of the ones that's always funny is, like, when guys respond to Sid. I think that's always comedy.
Oh, yeah. So what does Sid really do for us? I mean, Sid does a lot for our team. Yeah, what's his title?
I don't know his title.
Sid's is like...
I just know Sid has been here since
he's
30 years.
30 years. Like, this is our OG guy. Every trip, OG. Well, I would say, like, how you got... I run the group chat. I don't know. I kick people out. I put people in. I feel like I've kicked a bunch of people out this year. I've also got kicked out of myself, and that's crazy. I had to get added back in, but yeah, how was it when you first got added to the group chat?
Bro, first getting into like the dynamic of the team, I think it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. Like it's like a weird feeling because you come in and you want to be like, yo, like
you want to be like how you were with like Gonzaga, like your teammates then. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to build that relationship.
Like feel everybody out. Like you got some of the older guys like T. Ross, Rolo, G, and then you got like younger guys like you, Franz, Cole, who I already knew. So it's weird to like kind of get to fit in that, but I don't know. I think I added to the group chat early. I think it was right after Summer League. Yeah, and I mean from that point on.
Does anybody have an Android on our team?
Yeah, Rolo's the only one with Android, but I don't think.
Yeah, Rolo. I don't think Rolo's ever responded in the group chat.
No.
I don't think. Yeah, we've had a whole season with him. He's never responded in our group chat.
So we never really had that issue.
Who's the one person that like never responds, but then will respond back like once, like every 3 months? I'd say Gary.
I've never seen G respond in the group chat.
It's very rare that G.
He puts like the little like like the exclamation mark and the hard over text, but I've never seen him like send an actual text in the group chat.
I've seen him maybe once or twice ever. Who texts the group chat too much?
Sko be in a group chat all the time.
He in the group chat heavy?
Unk be in the group chat heavy.
Yeah, if you don't know Admiral Schofield, we call him Unk. Yeah. So Unk definitely be in the group chat heavy.
Uncle Sko.
Mo Bamba be in the group chat
heavy. Cole always responds in the group chat.
You've probably noticed there are strange tall boys in the bottled water section of your local stores. Well, it's not actually beer. It's actually water, and it's called Liquid Death. I know what you're asking. Why is it called Liquid Death? Because the water will brutally murder your thirst. And their infinitely recyclable cans are helping to bring death to plastic bottles, which aren't actually recyclable. They just get sent to landfills, even if you put them in your recycling bin. And the best part, they donate a portion of profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. And there's merch. Liquid Death also actually has a hat that I wear a lot of the times. It has like this cool little chainsaw thing on it. It's a trucker hat. I wear it a lot. They work with artists on limited edition drops, from the Severed Hand candle they collabed with Martha Stewart to my personal favorite, the pink oversized vintage wash sweatshirt that I probably wear way too much. And all the Young Person Basketball Podcast listeners get 20% off their first Liquid Death apparel purchase. Available exclusively at liquiddeath.com/young. Again, that's liquiddeath.com/young. In case you're wondering, you can find Liquid Death Mountain Water on Amazon or at a retailer near you. Nah, I'll just go straight into it. Like, you ain't in a relationship. Like, who's a person you shot your shot at recently that you're like, I hope they respond back? Yeah, now we're getting down to the gritty.
Not even recently. It's been
or ever.
It's been a really long time. I think the biggest one.
Did they ever respond? Someone that responded back, and you were like, "No way."
Oh, okay. I think it was my senior year of high school, or like right when my senior year of high school ended, and Too Hot to Handle had came out on Netflix, and that was my show. Like I binged that show OD. And then I think Francesca from the show.
Oh, like she was like the
she who did she mess with? I can't remember the dude that she was with.
She answered?
But yeah, she answered. Ooh. And I got like a quick, like little small answer, bro. And like, of course, me, like I'm senior high school, like I was like, oh snap. Like she got 5 M's on IG. I think that was like was the biggest that I'd ever had.
That's smooth.
Not bad.
I like that. I like that.
For a youngin.
That was a good one.
Not bad for a youngin.
Oh, that was a good one.
Who was yours, bro? I really want to know yours.
Wow, man. Yeah, so
back in the day.
I go back in the day. All right. Back in the day, like the person that responded to me and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Probably Lily Reinhart. She put on the show Riverdale.
Yeah, I know that.
She put on the show Riverdale. That might be the crazy one.
That was it.
She got like 40 M's.
40 M's?
Probably, yeah. Nah, OD.
No, bro. Nah, the funniest was when you came back. I don't think Billy
count.
The funniest when you came back in and after you had talked to Chase Stokes. What's it called?
Oh, about his?
Yeah, that was funny.
The MB?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't even do that right now.
That was funny.
That was a good memory. We've had a lot of good memories. Okay, so Chase, for all people that don't know, Chase plays on the show Outer Banks. He's the main character, John B, as most people know him. But he's actually from Orlando. So,
and I didn't know that. I didn't know that till Atlanta.
When we met,
he was at the game.
Yeah, when he was at the game. So we've been friends for months now. So we all go out, we all hang out together. So that's our guy. Shout out Chase.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him on the show one day. It might cost me a little fee, but we'll get it done. So I mean, going off of like just who's answered DMs, just the whole kind of DM part. What's the wildest DM you think you've gotten? Whether that be like a fan or whether that be like a person that you never thought you'd get a DM from. It was the wildest in your mind.
I don't know my wildest one is, but after I hit the buzzer beater against UCLA.
That was crazy.
Like,
we gotta talk about that too.
My phone and especially like my DMs after that was ridiculous.
Went crazy. The DMs went crazy.
It was ridiculous. Like there was like every celebrity was in it. Like I remember like Patrick Mahomes had like mentioned me on his story and like a bunch of actors and like everybody in the NBA and at that time like I hadn't got here yet. So like, it's still like
that feeling's crazy. That's how I felt when I made my decision to go overseas on ESPN. Like I felt like my whole phone was like literally like about to break.
It was crazy
with people. That's definitely crazy. What do you think? Speaking on like that moment, how was that moment? Like you played in the Final Four, you played in one of the most memorable games in the Final Four, and you hit one of the, I would probably say, top 3, top 5 biggest shots ever in NCAA history. Like, how did that feel? Like, did you understand it at that moment? Like, because I've hit shots in my life, I've done things in my life where like, in the moment, I'm like, yo, there's no way this is happening. Like I remember I had a dunk on Cedi Osman like my rookie year, and I was literally like in my brain like, yo, this is a movie. And like for what you did, it's like, yo, that had to be like times 10. Like so, like how'd you feel when that happened?
It was crazy. Like I couldn't even think. Like that was one of the like only times like I remember afterwards, like, you know, of course in the moment, like I just wanted to celebrate. Like, my family was in the crowd. Like, it was all the cardboard people. And like, it's funny, they got like a picture of like when I was on the table.
Right.
Nothing but cardboard fans. But like right above it was like all like the fans who could come. Yeah. And that was right where my family was and everybody. So I remember I just got on the table and I just celebrated right in front of them. And like all the fans, the Gonzaga people were in that corner and they were screaming. And I just took it in with the team. But like afterwards, like, it was one of the only times I couldn't speak. Like, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good at interviews and like, you know, I never really get like caught up on my words or anything, but I kept saying the same thing.
I mean, there's nothing more to say. Like that moment's going to be ingrained in basketball history for the rest of.
It's crazy. It didn't hit though until about like a week after the tournament. Cause I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch the shot again. I didn't really want to talk about it like that.
That'd have been
yeah, because like we still had a game to play. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was
the national championship game to play.
Yeah, and we went to overtime. We already had the late game, so like we got back to our hotel, and like by the time I shower, I like get in my bed.
I mean, by the time you shower, you get in your bed, you look at the TV. You're on the TV.
Exactly. I don't want to turn the TV on.
You're on sports right now.
I gotta turn my phone off. Right. So like it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like finally getting to bed from the game. Yeah. And we got to get up and go to practice the next day and start our national championship preparation. So like it didn't really hit me till like a week later, and I watched it and I started watching it a couple of times. I was like, dang, like that was crazy.
Back to the internet, back to social media. This kind of topic I'm trying to get at. What's the wildest lie or the craziest lie you've seen on the internet about yourself? I know I have some personally, but I want to hear yours.
I don't know. I used to be somebody who was big into going to Twitter, like after every single game.
Yeah, facts.
I had
that time too.
Yeah, I had to go. I had to look at what people were talking about.
100%.
I mean, good, bad, whatever. I had to see.
Whatever I had to see.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of crazy. I mean, I think it's just like the normal stuff. Oh, this guy sucks. Right. He's so bad.
Just like, things like that. Like just negative energy.
I haven't seen like a lie that I was like
no way. Like, that never happened. Like, that's cap.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. I haven't seen anything like that, but yeah, I think the more I've separated myself from that whole reading about myself after every game. Yeah. Way better.
Way better. No, it's way better for your mental health.
100%.
Way better for your mental health because you're not worried about what everybody else is thinking about. You're just kind of focusing on what you need to focus on. So, I mean, that's always definitely a good one. I don't even know if this goes on what the topic is. I just thought of it. What are give me 2 TV shows that you binged watch. I mean, there was nothing you couldn't eat, sleep, or nothing. You had to watch it through and through. So I have a couple that I was like, yo, this is too good. I have to finish it.
Outer Banks was one, easy. Yeah. And I remember I started, it was season 2, and I started it when I first got here.
I remember you. You really be working out, and after workout, wouldn't you be able to change your clothes and have your phone right here watching it?
I didn't put my phone out. I remember I got here, I did everything. I just had to come in, do the photo shoot, do the interviews and everything. But I just wanted to get back to watch it. Yeah. And I went back to the hotel straight after, boom. Got on my phone. And I think I was up until about 4 a.m, and I finished it in a day. Yeah. Because I had started watching it on the plane coming here from New York. Right. So I finished in a day and a half. That's not an easy season to finish.
No, it's not.
Quick.
It's not.
But it was back to back. So that one was one that I finished dumb quick. And then I don't know. I think all those Too Hot to Handle, just
those shows
just
actually
ones
really I enjoy those shows. They're funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Yeah, right? They're hilarious.
And they're addicting easy. Because it's real life and it's kind of you're seeing real people's reactions.
Exactly. You got to see what happens next after the last episode.
Yeah. I like those shows.
Yeah. So I think those are shows that go by quick.
Yeah.
What are some genres you watch? I know Outer Banks is on.
Outer Banks, yeah. I'd say the most show I probably ever binge watched was Friday Night Lights. I think. I watched it when I was younger, but I think there was a time where I didn't watch anything else on TV but Friday Night Lights for 6 months.
Oh, that's your go.
It's by far I think or Breaking Bad. I binge watched Breaking Bad.
See, I never got into Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad's elite. You need to go watch Walt. You need to go watch
Blue Mountain State was my other one like that.
Which one?
I still watch that to this day. Blue Mountain State.
Oh, that
is my go.
Is it even still on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix. It's on Amazon.
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, it was.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, Blue Mountain State was fire.
State is it, bro. That's my show. I watch it to this day all the time.
Yeah. There's some scenes in that people can learn from. Did you get a per diem this year?
The only time I got per diem was when all the COVID stuff was happening. That was the only time I got it.
Right. All the COVID stuff was happening, and they gave guys per diem.
Yeah, that was the only time.
Yeah, nah, I mean, like, what if some people don't know what per diem is, like, I feel like on road trips, they just give you, like, a certain amount of money, like a certain amount of dollars to spend on, like, food, like, other things you want to spend. I mean, maybe the largest per diem maybe I've ever gotten was like $1,500, like a per diem maybe in like summer league for Vegas. That's where we got it a lot.
Vegas is where we got
Vegas. You really get a per diem almost every other day. Yeah, honestly, like you shouldn't. I feel like when you're in summer league, you shouldn't have to spend none of your own contract, other type of money, saved money when they give you a per diem. Like they give you so much in Vegas because you're there for so long. Yeah. So
2 weeks is a long time in Vegas. We did get a good amount there.
Yeah, we got a good amount there, but I mean it's really just a money set, and we also got it at USA Basketball.
Mm-hmm. And the USA Basketball was the best though. Yeah, because we didn't have nothing.
Yeah, we didn't really have any money, so we were 16, 17 years old, and we both played on the same USA team for 2 years in a row. So yeah, we get that. What is it? $50 for? It might not even $50. No, it might have been like $20 per diem.
It wasn't that much money.
But the per diems used to be like weak in USA Basketball, but it was good for what we had though.
100%.
Like you take that $20 per diem and go to the 7-Eleven across from
7-Eleven across the street.
Across the street.
Oh my goodness,
you got a good amount of snacks.
That was a great. Every time we went to that, it was great memories.
Yeah, USA Basketball.
Walking from the dorms over there.
Yeah,
comedy.
Except when it was dumb cold in the winter. Right, for like the fall session, it'd be freezing.
I never went to that. That was always you. I went to it. Remember, I came to it one time. You came to one time, but I had a concussion.
Yeah, you had a concussion.
I had a football game.
And then, no, I remember you had it. No, it's really fun. This is actually a funny story. Jalen had a concussion, so he didn't play in the USA Basketball Fall minicamp. Like, I had like an ankle injury. Like, I was kind of hurt. I ended up stopped playing. Jalen Green had kind of a little ankle injury, kind of stopped playing. Then like everyone kind of like just like trickled down throughout the weekend. Like at the end of the weekend, like barely anyone was playing. And like the head of USA Basketball at the time was Samson. Yeah. And he was like, guys, come on. Like I know you guys aren't like seriously hurt. Like you guys don't want to play right now. But like most people had like school ball going on. Most people had other stuff going on. And it was kind of like, bruh,
like tiring, going
through all that, because they actually teach you a lot. It's like a lot of teaching. Yeah. And like our 16, 17-year-old brains were like, I don't want to do this right now.
Nah, that's when I remember walking in there. And like I literally played, that was the one day that I had played on a Thursday game instead of Friday like normal. Nah, I got hit, bruh. They wanted me to come still. I'm like, dang, so I had to get on the flight. I remember
there was no way I would have
came. I walked into the gym. I had my mom's big glasses on, right? And because the lights were dumb.
No, that's wicked if they asked you to come.
Yeah. My parents wanted me to go. So I had to keep the glasses on. You know, I wouldn't say no to Molly and Larry.
Right.
But, yeah. Those fall camp, bro. USA was some of the best times ever.
No, it definitely was.
Those were great trips.
Great trips. Great trips. All right. Money-wise, obviously you got a lot of money. You a gazillionaire right now. What's the like the smartest thing and the dumbest thing you think you spend money on?
I think the dumbest thing I'm gonna start with the smartest thing. Smartest thing I spent money on, I feel like it's probably my mom's car. And that was like one of the first things that I got. Right. Like, especially that was like big. Yeah. And we had been planning it out for a while because she had always talked about, the car that she wanted. She wanted a brand new Escalade. But I didn't know like what she really wanted with it. Right. Like all the like little pieces, because she's really specific. Yeah, specific. Like, and especially her car, like she wants it to be exactly how it is. Yeah. So we got my aunt to like talk to her, help her like, figure out all the little things that she wanted in it. We got it all put together. And I remember it showed up and my mom was there and we were like, yo, come down to the garage. Like, we need help. We need some help bring some stuff upstairs.
Yeah, that'd be the best. They be so
clueless.
So clueless. I got my mom like that too. I was like, yeah, Mom, I need to go pick up my car from the dealership. Can you come with?
So clueless.
Like, what?
So yeah, she came downstairs, walked out, and yeah, that was like that was a good moment. Like, yeah, I'm here now. Like, I can take care of her. Whatever she wants.
That's probably the best thing. Yeah, me too. That's the same exact thing for me.
That's probably the best thing I spend money on.
Let's get to the dumbest. That's what I want to know. I want the worst.
I like clothes. So I wouldn't call it dumb, but like there was a week where I went really crazy
I remember that week
for no reason. Like, for no reason at all.
Did you ask me for money that week?
I did not ask you for money.
No, because it couldn't like. No, I think you.
Oh,
you did ask me for money.
I did.
You did ask me for money because it couldn't like transfer enough.
Yeah. Because the Cash App.
Because the Cash App.
I think I had like I overdid my Cash App limit.
And then he asked me, and I had overdid mine too,
which is like $7,500. I think was the Cash App limit, and I'd already spent like I think I'd already put like 10 on my card or something like that.
Yeah.
That week, and I think I needed like 4 more. Like I was about to spend 4 more badges. That was gonna be it.
Yeah. Now you definitely went crazy that week
for no reason. I just kept
looking back on it though. There's so many clothes that I've bought over the last 2 seasons that are expensive, and like if you ask me where they are right now, I couldn't tell you.
Know.
Like I bought a Supreme hoodie in New York between our Knicks and Nets game, and it was like $500. I remember I lost it at launch.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody has that beanie.
Somebody came up off you on that.
I wasted $500, but
someone came up off you on that.
You know, it is what it is. You know, we live and we learn with that one.
Yeah, I say clothes for sure. Video games. So video game is just like little money. It adds up.
Little 25, like little 30.
Buying some Ultimate Team pass.
Little 50, little 100.
Like, ball here, 50 ball there. Like add up.
Yeah, no, some stuff though.
What's yours? I never asked you what's the dumbest thing you spent money on.
What's the dumbest thing I spent money on?
We never really talked about it.
I done spent some money on some dumb stuff for sure. I done spent money at the club that was dumb. I done spent money on clothes. I spent money on I'm actually really mad about this. I spent money on a jacket, bro. That was like $3,000, bro, that I've never worn because I don't know if I didn't try it on right, but it doesn't fit me. Really?
Like it's too short?
It's too short.
Yeah.
And I just cannot wear it out in public. And it's really one of the most haunting things that I've ever done with my money because like, it's not like I can't, it's not like I don't like the jacket. I can wear it. Like I can try to make it look better. Like it just does not fit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the store I went to in New York, I don't remember what it was. Don't remember the store name. Like they're probably not gonna take it back. I don't got a receipt. And it's just like, it's a waste now.
And like that $3,000, like
it's gone.
Like putting it down hurt already.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person that like thinks like, oh, like $3,000, $2,000 don't hurt. No, that stuff hurts.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, but like, what do you think with money though? Like, speaking about like how we think like money is such like a big part of our lives, which it has to be. What do you think you want to do to grow your money, like in the long run, like when you're in the NBA, like whether that be in like invest or like, I don't know, whatever with your money, like what do you think you want to do to help expand that beyond just playing basketball?
I think one thing that I really want to get into is like getting into like businesses and like investing in businesses, like helping them grow, expand, you know, things like that. Especially back at home. Yeah. I mean, like there's a lot of spots, you know, you talk about like, you know, the barber that I'm with, you know, I'm super close to him, like, you know, real good friends, you know, like helping that expand, helping him expand. You know, there's some restaurants, you know, I have some family in Tennessee, I have some up in Minnesota, you know, who have some restaurants, you know, helping them expand and grow into something bigger, you know, so that we all, you know, we all win. Yeah. Everybody gets income, everybody gets wealth.
I definitely feel like that too. Because I definitely want to put a restaurant in my hometown. Make some good money off that and have a lot of people come eat. And
that'd be hard.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
I don't know.
Ham times hamburgers.
Oh, here you go, bro.
So that's what they would be free.
And I think right now though, it's a hard thing to think about. Like, so I want to do it, but it's not something that you like need to rush into. You know what I'm saying? No, that's my perspective on it.
No,
like, handle everything right now. Get it to a spot where like, okay, it's okay that I can set something aside for this.
Right,
like,
I can set something aside for this, and like I'm not like, well, dang, like I set something aside for this. I hope this does amazing, because if it doesn't, then I'm like, dang, I lost that type of money. Exactly. But like, want to get yourself somewhere where it's like, if I set something aside for that, cool. If it does great, cool. If it doesn't, I'm not tripping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you guys know who it is. It's your host, RJ Hampton, with the Young Basketball Person podcast or Young Person Basketball podcast, whichever one you want to say.
Tomato.
I got a bunch of stink bombs I need to go ahead and, you know, put in Jalen's car. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you, Jalen, for pulling up.
My guy.
You know, helping me out with this. So, yep, shout out myself because that's who the GOAT is.